Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kazazak, and we welcome you here for a road game where Pequannock will take on the Jefferson Falcons here at Jefferson High School. Of course, we're tuning into their feed, so we'll provide that to you to give you the coverage of this game. Now let's get into the stats here, as Pequannock will be coming off a 22-14 win on May 13th against St. Elizabeth. That was also on the road at St. Elizabeth. That was the Academy of St. Elizabeth. It is an all-girls private school, I believe. Good win by Pequannock, and they'll be entering this game with an overall record of 8-7 with an even 3-3 conference record. Jefferson will be coming off a 11-10 loss against Vernon at home on May 13th. They will be entering this game with an overall record of 8-8 and an even 3-3 conference record. So they are even .500 conference and overall. Starting goaltender for Pequannock will be number 19, Sam Rasaiola. Should be entering this game with a personal record of 4-7 with a save percentage of .310 and averaging 4 saves a game with a goals against average of 8.92 and 0 shutouts. Now I just want to give a disclaimer, of course, since we are watching a feed, and of course Pequannock's girls lacrosse jerseys being incredibly difficult to see the numbers. If we don't get everybody called, we apologize for that. There's probably going to be a lot of calls about where the ball is and the zone for Pequannock and also the other team again, because these cameras on NFHS Network or just huddle cameras where we tune in on the road are incredibly difficult to see and watch through a monitor, so we apologize. But we're going to try to give you the best coverage we can for this road game. We were supposed to originally cover baseball at home, where Pequannock was supposed to play Mountain Lakes, but that game got canceled as it was raining pretty much all day, and I think it still is, partially. So that game got canceled. This game and the JV game following after this one were going to be on TJK Network 2 and 3, but since the baseball game was canceled, we promoted the main girls lacrosse game to our main station, and the JV game will be bumped up from TJK Network 3 to TJK Network 2. Now, of course, the next 2 days, TJK Network is not going to be active as there's no sports events at home, plus also it is prom week. And tomorrow is the main event, so I will not be active. And, of course, Friday will be a baseball road game, which I will not be at. But TJK Network will return on Saturday, where baseball will be back home facing Cedar Grove. And on TJK Network 2 will be girls lacrosse, where they will also be back home playing against Ramapo. And the JV game following after that will be on TJK Network 3. So that is the schedule for the remainder of this week. We are wrapping up here for the spring sports season, as next week it starts to get less active as we finish up these seasons here. Now let's go over the PowerPoints for Pequannock Girls Lacrosse to tell you where they are currently ranked, which is what they would be seated right now in the playoffs. And currently Pequannock sits ranked at 11. So currently they would be the 11th seed in the playoffs. And they are currently at 188 power points. So the placement for that in the playoff bracket, if the playoffs were to start now, is since Pequannock is ranked 11th, they would be playing the 6th seed. The ranked 6th team is Mawa, which is currently 10-5 with 229 power points. Pequannock was blown out by Mawa. This win would be huge for the Panthers, of course, as they're at 188 power points, and the 10 seed is 191, and that team is even at .500. That is Cedar Grove. If Pequannock gets this win, I believe they will jump them. I'm not sure how the PowerPoint system 100% works calculation-wise, but a win would get them within that range to try to catch up to the 10 seed in the playoffs. Now, of course, no matter what, with how many games are remaining, Pequannock would have to win out in order to try to get the 9 or 8 seed to try to start off home for the playoffs. The minimum is the 8 seed, as the 8 seed would face the 9 seed. So, of course, Pequannock is going to need a lot of work to finish off this season, of course, as they, of course, would like to start home for the playoffs. And of course, that makes it easier for TJK Network, as we do enjoy starting off home for the playoffs. But of course, if it is on the road, we are ready to cover. Now, of course, if the team that we play on the road starts for the playoffs and they are on NFHS Network, unfortunately, we cannot redistribute the video broadcast. It will have to be radio only, as the state does control these NFHS Network live streams during playoffs, but during the regular season, we're good to go, as the school hosts them, and of course, our athletic director, of course, gives us the green light. Now, of course, Pequannock Girls Lacrosse right now is with an 8-7 record. They've went through a couple tough stretches, but are fighting to stay above .500, which they've redeemed themselves and gotten themselves back above. And also, give props to them, as this is their 8th win this season, which of course doesn't seem that much. But of course, last year, keep in mind, this team finished with an overall record of 7-12, so they only had 7 wins out of the entire season, of course. And they had more seniors on that roster, if I'm correct, last year. And this year is a slight rebuilding year. Of course, there's only 2 seniors, that being Olivia Cribbs and Teresa Iorio. But of course, the group has been resilient, and they're able to overtake their total amount of wins they got all of last season. So that is a plus right there with this group. Now, of course, let's go over the stats for Pequannock for top players here. So the top goal scorers for your Pequannock Golden Panthers are the following. So the top number 1 goal scorer for Pequannock will be Caitlin Zegler, number 20. She is at 36 goals, 3 assists for a total of 39 points. Now, ranked second for top scorer is her twin sister, Emily Zegler, number 10, and she has 31 goals, 11 assists for 42 points. Now, the third best scorer, which I believe this is her first varsity year being on the full varsity roster. I believe she did have a small tenure last year, but of course was on JV most of the time, and that is number 3, Cam Corbo, which is the third best goal scorer. She currently has 28 goals, 4 assists, and that'll be a total of 32 points. Not bad for your first full year on varsity. Now, of course, for the standings right now, Pequannock is 4th in their division with that 3-3 even .500 conference record. And their goal differential is in the positive, as they have scored 181 goals and have given up 158. They have a plus 23 goal differential, which is pretty solid. Now, Pequannock's home record at Memorial or Stadium Field is 1 game above .500, 5-4. Now, on the road, they are even at .500 at 3-3. Now, of course, the opening draw will begin shortly as we get ready for the first quarter of today's matchup between the Pequannock Golden Panthers and Jefferson Falcons here at Jefferson High School. Here we are, getting ready for the opening draw. For the first quarter. And here we go. Pequannock wins this draw and they look to get set up. Behind the net. And we'll have a whistle here as this ball, I believe, just went out of bounds. So now Jefferson with the ball as they'll take this one out of their zone and bring it to center. Jefferson bring this one in right at the side of the net. Pequannock holding them off with pressure. They'll take this one behind the net. Now at the side. Looking for some open room. Behind the net. Back to the side. Just passing it around, looking for that shooting lane right there. And in front. And this one will go wide. Pequannock with the ball now. Ball knocked away. It's loose. And Jefferson recovers it. Jefferson trying to get in front. And there'll be some form of contact right there in front of the net. And now Jefferson with a chance here to set up and get themselves on the board first. And there's a shot and a goal. Jefferson strikes first and they take the lead first, 1-0. Jefferson wins his draw here. They'll take this one behind the net of Rosayola. Looking to set up in front. And Pequannock will take this one back here. And get this one out of their zone and now enter Jefferson's zone. Pequannock looking to tie this game up at 1. Looking for some room in front. This one's passed on. Traffic in front. Pequannock looking for some open room to get through. And one of the Pequannock attackers will be knocked down in front of the net. Yeah, Pequannock now with an opportunity here to tie it up at 1. Here's the shot. And Pequannock ties this game up at 1. And that was Caitlin Ziegler, I believe, who will get Pequannock on the board now, tying this game up at 1. Foul forward off the draw. And Pequannock will get this one. Pequannock looking to set up here. Trying to look for some room in front. And there was some physical contact as one of the Pequannock players tries to get through there, which will give them the chance here to take the lead now. And a shot! And they score! It is now 2-1 Pequannock. With 7:11 to go in the first quarter, Pequannock right back in action, leading 2-1. Jefferson won this draw here, and will bring this one back into Pequannock's defensive zone. From behind the net, and now to the side. Battle for this one right at the side. Pequannock holds him off. They'll take a step back. Now in front. Far from the net still. This one's taken to the left side of Rasayola, now behind. Trying to go around. And Jefferson will tie it up at 2. A little bit of a wraparound there from behind the net. Asher was able to get around and in front and get the equalizer. And now we're tied at 2. Nerf. Draw for Jefferson here as they get this one right in front of the net, but Pequannock's able to hold them off as they'll have to take this one to the side and behind the net. This one got back in front but was knocked loose, but Jefferson recovers and holds on. But then Pequannock finds a way to get it back there as Jefferson was trying to pick it up. They had it for a second, but this one's knocked loose again, but Pequannock holds on to it. And now Pequannock back in action, looking to set up. Behind the net. Ball loose at the side. Whistle will point to I believe Pequannock. No, they won't. Excuse me. It will be Jefferson with the ball. The officials will point towards. So now Jefferson back with it after Pequannock loses possession in Jefferson's zone. And now Jefferson, who loses his ball while trying to enter the zone, keeps it right on the line. Nearly giving themselves a turnover for Pequannock to have it back here. In front. And now behind the net. Jefferson's still with it. And Pequannock was able to intercept that one and take this one out to center. And now into Jefferson's zone. Pequannock with an opportunity there. And this one went wide. Pequannock got a chance. But this one is loose. Looks like Jefferson will get this one back here. And now Jefferson bringing it back into Pequannock's zone. And in front. And Jefferson takes the lead, 3-2.
Come on, White, keep it going. Keep it going.
Jefferson wins this draw here as that one was loose from that draw. And now Jefferson right back in action, set up. Jefferson in front. .250 to go in the first quarter. Ball loose. Jefferson still with the ball here. In front. Now at the side. Behind the net. Jefferson looking for some room as they try to set up in front. And this one is intercepted by Pequannock, and they get this one. Jefferson leads by 1. Pequannock looking to tie this game back up at 3 and avoid going down by 2 as they were able to get this one out of their zone. And one of the Pequannock players on attack gets knocked over, which will result, I believe, them getting an opportunity here to take the shot. And yep, it will be an opportunity here. And that one was saved. Jefferson back with the ball. Clunk with a close chance to tie this game at 3, but they're able to hold off Jefferson. But at center, this ball is given back to Pequannock. Less than a minute to go with 45 seconds on the clock. Pequannock with pressure on Jefferson. They're able to get through and take the shot and score. And they get the job done as they'll tie this game at 3 after putting on a good amount of pressure on the Jefferson defense. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pequannock with another win off the draw. Looking to try to take the lead before the first quarter ends. 10 seconds to go on the clock as the clock is still going. And I believe the clock was a little delayed there from real time. But the buzzer will sound, and that'll end off our first quarter with Pequannock and Jefferson tied at 3. Second quarter will begin shortly. Stay tuned. Here we are, getting ready for the second quarter. Game is tied at 3 apiece. Pequannock looking to take the lead in this quarter. And here we go. Jefferson won this draw, and will set up in Pequannock's zone. At the side, and now behind the net. Set up in front, and we're gonna have a whistle here. It looks like some contact was initiated there, so now Jefferson with a chance here. Take an opportunity to regain the lead here. And looks like they will reattempt it here. And Jefferson will take the lead 4-3. Jefferson wins his draw. They'll take this one behind the net. And this one taken by the Panthers. Rolling through center and now into Jefferson's zone. Pequannock got to turn in with speed. Looking for an open lane. Open passing or open shooting lane. As they will get set up here. Pressure right there, and it looks like there was contact, so Pequannock will now get a chance here to tie it at 4. Here we go. And Pequannock ties this game at 4. Jefferson wins the draw. And will rush right back in as they look to respond and retake that lead by 1. This game's been pretty close between the first and this second quarter, still in action. Behind the net, Jefferson has it right now. From the side and now in front. Rushing in. And a shot. And Jefferson will take the lead again by 1, 5-4. Pequannock with the ball off this draw this time. An opportunity for them to respond, and now tied again at 5-5. And in front, they find that open area and tie it up again. This time at 5. Battle for this one off the draw here. Pequannock is able to win this one. He'll now go into Jefferson's zone. Pequannock looking to get the first lead of the game here, as Jefferson has had the lead in this game and Pequannock has tied it up for pretty much the majority from the beginning of the game to now. And there was some physical contact involved, so Pequannock with a chance to take the lead, and they will. Pequannock now leads 6-5. That'll be their first lead of today's game for the Panthers. Jefferson wins this draw, looking to respond quickly and make it a tied game again. And they will get the tying goal. Quick response by the Falcons, and now we're back tied even at 6. Ball loose off the draw. Pequannock gets it. 6:22 to go in the second. Pequannock now the chance to set up here, looking to retake the lead after having their first lead in the game. But Jefferson responded and tied it up. Now Pequannock with it in Jefferson's zone. They want the lead back. From the side. And this one will be taken back behind the net. And Jefferson gets this one back here, as I believe their goaltender was able to get it there from that side of the net right there. So Jefferson back with it. As they took it out of Pequannock's zone and brought it into their offensive zone. This ball will go loose and be out of bounds. Ball loose at center. Jefferson will get this one. Rushing in. We're going to set up. In front. And Jefferson retakes the lead at 7-6.
Good job, White. Keep it down this end.
With 4:29 to go in the second. And we're going to have a timeout here. Here we are, coming out of this timeout with 4:29 to go in the second. Jefferson leads by 1, 7-6.
Come on, Cal. Let's go. Win this. Win this. Let's go, girls. Keep it up this side.
Loose ball off the draw. Will be Jefferson's ball by the officials. They signify. Pequannock in their road dark navy blue jerseys, and Jefferson in their home whites. Jefferson looking to take a 2-goal lead, which will be the first 2-goal lead in this game, as it's been always a 1-goal game or tied up. Jefferson with a shot there, now is saved, and this one's taken out to center. Jefferson with the ball back here. And they look to continue on the offense. In front. Pressure. Still in front with pressure. This one's taken to the side. And now behind the net. Looking for a pass in front, as one of the attackers right there was trying to look for a pass right in front of the net, but there was traffic in the way, so Jefferson regroups and looks for some room. Pequannock defending pretty well. This one's behind the net. Pass in front. And a big save right there. Jefferson still with it. And another save right there. So now Pequannock gets this one out. Ball knocked loose, but it was a stick check there. So Pequannock will continue with this ball here. Sarah Robinson bringing this one in for Pequannock. Pequannock looking to tie it up at 7 here. Through the defense. And this one didn't go. Ball loose at center as Jefferson was trying to take it out. They recover their own ball. And we're going to whistle here. As there's less than a minute to go on the clock with 53.16 seconds to go. And Jefferson with an opportunity to take a 2-goal lead. And Jefferson will take a 2-goal lead. It is now 8-6.
Keep it going, White. Let's go. Keep it down in the set. Let's go, Callie. Win this. Come on, White. Let's go.
47.76 seconds on the clock for this first half of this game. Pequannock is now trailing 8-6. Pequannock is able to win off
No penalty.
this opening draw here. And with less than 30 to go, as Pequannock was entered zone, we will have a whistle here. And it looks like there was some form of contact involved, and Pequannock looks like we'll get an opportunity here to make it a 1-goal game. Clock running with less than 30 to go as the clock reaches the 20-second mark. Battle for this ball as it's loose. And Pequannock was able to get it and make it a 1-goal game.
Stop the clock.
It is now 8-7. Pequannock trailing by 1 now.
5 of their goals are penalty shots. 5.
With 13.37 seconds on the clock of this first half, Pequannock can win this last face-off here and try to go for a very quick rush to try to tie it here. Ball loose off the drop. Pequannock wins it. 5 seconds. They need to move quick. And the buzzer will sound. And we'll be now entering halftime. So Pequannock will trail by 1 with a score of 8-7 going into halftime, and we'll be back here shortly on TJK Network for the second half of this game. So stay tuned shortly for the second half. We'll see you momentarily here on TJK Network. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for the second half with the third quarter underway shortly. Pequannock currently trailing with a score of 8-7. They're only down by 1. This game has been back and forth, with it only being a 1-goal game or being tied even. So here we are, getting ready for the face-off, or the opening draw of the second half, however you want to describe it.
Come on, Sam. Let's go, Sam. Come on, kid. You got this. Come on, Falcons. Lots of offense. Lots of offense.
Here we go. Third quarter, with Jefferson winning this draw right here. Jefferson getting in the zone there, and looks like there was some contact involved, so looks like they will get a chance here to make it a 2-goal game. And Jefferson makes it a 2-goal game, and they now lead 9-7.
Same thing, Falcons. Let's go. Offense only. Let's go, girls. Come on.
So Pequannock now trailing by 2, as it's now 9-7. Jefferson, and Jefferson winning this draw again, so now they're back in Pequannock's defensive zone. Behind the net. And they look to get set up here and try to make it a 3-goal game. Looks like there will be some contact here, so Jefferson will get an opportunity to make it a 3-goal game if they get this shot into the back of the net, and they will, and it will be now 10-7. Ball loose off the draw. This one will go to Pequannock. Pequannock down by 3 now. This is the first time Jefferson has a 3-goal lead, or just any team having a 3-goal lead in this game. So Pequannock looking to set up here. And a shot in front. And this one went wide.
Come on, defense! Get it back! Go get it! Chase it!
Set up in front. And that one will also go wide. Also, one of the Pequannock players will go down here. I can't see who the number is, so I'm unsure who is down on the field. So it looks like we're back in action. 8:40 to go. And Pequannock with a chance here to make it a 2-goal deficit. Tied up in front. We'll have a whistle. And Pequannock will get back into their setup here. And a shot here will go in the back of the net. It is now 8-10. Pequannock now only trailing by 2. Pequannock wins this one off the draw here. Looking to make it a 1-goal game as they trail 2. 7:55 left to go in the third. Looking for some room in front. And Pequannock will find a way to make it a 1-goal game. It is now 9-10. Pequannock only trailing by 1 now. Jefferson wins this draw here. And this one will trickle just wide and will stay in bounds. So Jefferson will continue here. Around the net. And at the side. There'll be a save. Jefferson still with it here. And another good save right here. And from that pass there, Pequannock couldn't keep it in the boundaries there, so this ball's right back at Jefferson. And in front, and it goes wide. Side right here. And behind, and now in front, and Jefferson makes it 11-9.
Good pass, Chase.
And another draw in by Jefferson here as they'll get this one. Jefferson looking to retake a 3-goal lead. Looking for some room in front, right at the side. Finds her way through the defense, but this one is loose. Battle for it. And Pequannock gets this one. Turns right back over. And now Pequannock has to go back to defending. 4:50 to go in the third. And another great save right here. And Pequannock will stay in this game here. Only down by 2. They're able to escape a 3-goal deficit. Unfortunately, they're going to have to defend again as they turn this one over while taking it out to center. Jefferson still with it here. And now it's raining pretty hard there in Jefferson. I believe there was physical contact involved there, so Jefferson with a chance here to make it a 3-goal game as they'll set up. And a big save right there. And now Pequannock will have this one back. At center. Pequannock with it. Going into Jefferson's zone. Rain picking up at Jefferson. As our camera view right here is starting to become a little bit hazed by the rain and wind. At center with Jefferson back with the ball here. 1:50 to go in the third. And that ball went loose, and Pequannock gets it back as Jefferson tried to bring it in Pequannock's zone here. Pequannock won their opportunity here as clock runs down to the final minute of the third.
Come on, defense. Get it back, girls. Hit that ball.
45 seconds to go in the third. And in front. And Pequannock makes it a 1-goal game. It is now 10-11. Pequannock trailing by 1. Pequannock wins. Another crucial draw here. 30 seconds to go. They have possession. They can tie this game before the buzzer to the fourth quarter. Looking to get set up here. This one's behind the net. Looking for some room at the side there, and there's traffic. 7 seconds. And that ball is knocked loose with Jefferson getting it back, but the buzzer will sound, and Pequannock will trail by 1 after the third quarter. And we'll now be entering our final fourth quarter shortly. Here we are, entering the fourth quarter here. Once again, we apologize that the camera looks very foggy now, or as it's now raining in Jefferson, so the view is gonna be a little bit messed up. But we can't do anything about that as we aren't there. This isn't our cameras. We're using Jefferson's live stream feed and amping it up for you guys with full coverage on TJK Network. Fourth quarter underway. Jefferson getting this one here off the draw. At the side here. There was some contact involved, so looks like Jefferson will get a chance here to make it a 2-goal game. Jefferson looking for some open room. Pequannock holding them off. And a little bow for it, but Jefferson is able to find a way there and make it a 2-goal game at 12-10.
I'm like, I'm gonna walk all the way over there. It's gonna freaking stop raining. At least I have it, right? And my seat is soaked. It's supposed to start up again. It is? Oh yeah. But now my seat is, oh, that's a nice umbrella. Huge. It is. Costco. Is it blocking?
Looks like Jefferson with the ball after another face-off. And they'll set up in front and make it a 3-goal game. It is now 13-10 Jefferson. And we'll also have a timeout here. Here we are coming out of this timeout with 10:13 to go in the fourth, with the score being also 10-13, Pequannock trailing by 3. Been a pretty close game as both of these teams have 8 wins. Jefferson having one more game played, that's why they're even at 8-8. They're looking to get above .500, and Pequannock looking to stay above .500, as is what their respective battle has been. Pequannock winning a draw here, and we'll look to set up here and make it a 2-goal game. And there was a little bit of traffic in front there that I believe involved some physical contact, so Pequannock will get an opportunity here to make it a 2-goal game. And here we go. And Pequannock is able to capitalize and make it 13-11.
Come on, Falcons, bring it back down this end. Let's go. Come on, Samantha. Go get it, Grace.
Battle for this one off the draw. And Jefferson is able to win this one here. And Jefferson will retake a 3-goal lead at 14-11.
Good job, girls. Keep it going, girls. Let's go, Falcons. Go get it, Grace. Go.
Pequannock able to win this draw here. Looking for a response here, as I believe we're going to have physical contact again, which will result in a whistle, where Pequannock will get a chance to set up here. 9 minutes to go in the fourth. Pequannock looking to make it a 2-goal game.
Crash hard, White. Let's go.
And Pequannock unfortunately can't capitalize on that, as the goaltender makes the save to keep it a 3-goal game.
Here they come. Here they come.
Pequannock still going out of here, looking for the chance here to make it a 2-goal game as they keep it in the zone. Behind the net.
No penalty.
Pequannock still holding possession here in Jefferson's zone.
Yeah.
Ball knocked loose here. And Jefferson is able to get this one and take it out to center.
Right behind you.
And this one was brought loose here.
Go, girl.
And now Jefferson, of course, in Pequannock's defensive zone here, looking to extend their lead even more, make it a 4-goal lead. Jefferson taking their time here, looking for a way to get by the crease there. And Jefferson makes it 15-11.
Come on, Falcons, keep it down here. Come on, Callie, gotta win it, gotta win it.
6:38 to go in the fourth. Pequannock trails by 4 goals now. Pequannock wins this draw here. They want to make it a 3-goal game again.
Come on, defense, play clean, play clean.
And in front, and Pequannock is able to get one here to make it a 3-goal game.
Come on, Callum. Go get it. Go get it, Crazy. Hold on to it.
Jefferson wins the draw again.
That's it. That's it.
Looking to respond and extend the lead back to 4. Behind the net, now to the side. And they find their way in front of the net. And this one goes wide. Jefferson still with it here. Pequannock still trying to defend and get this one out. And in front. And Pequannock, I believe, got the save there. And this one
Go get it.
is taken out. 4:50 to go in the fourth here. Pequannock down by 3. As they now look to set up here. and get in front. And that one didn't go. Stopped by the goaltender there.
Bring it all the way up, Jefferson.
Jefferson trying to take this one out of their zone here.
Look up, look up.
Watch it. Come on, Gavin.
And at center there. Jefferson with it. Bringing this one back in. This one was turned back over here. Pequannock brings it back in the Jefferson zone. And we'll have a whistle here. Physical contact involved. Pequannock with a chance here. And this one goes wide.
Play smart, White. That's not smart. You tell him, Tom.
Jefferson still in their own zone. Pequannock trying to create a turnover here.
Come on, girls, play smart. Wyatt.
2:08 to go on the clock here. Jefferson with it here. 2-minute marker reached. Time's now going to be a factor now for Pequannock, as they're down by 3. But Jefferson rushing in, looking to make it a 4-goal lead. Jefferson with it in Pequannock zone, looking to make it a 4-goal lead and also simply waste time as they have possession here. Jefferson sets up in front, and that one was saved right there. And now Pequannock with it, but they're gonna have to move fast here as we reach the final minute of the 4th quarter here, and of course this game.
Challenge him, keep it down here.
Pequannock bringing this one back into Jefferson's zone. .35 to go on the clock. Pequannock needing to move fast here.
Good day, good day.
And in front, Pequannock is able to battle for that one and make it a 2-goal game. Excuse me. Yep, I was right. Never mind. Almost calculated that one wrong. It is a 2-goal game now with 24.67 to go.
Come on, foul good. Come on, Kelly, win this one. Come on, girl. Go get it, Grace.
Ball knocked loose from that draw. It is Pequannock with it here. Pequannock rushing in. They have 13 seconds here. They need to score, win in our faceoff, and score again if they want to tie it. Battle for it with 6 seconds to go. And the clock will go. And the buzzer will sound. And unfortunately, Pequannock will fall short by 2 goals in this game. And your final score will be 15 to 13 Jefferson. Pequannock will drop down to an even .500 record of 8-8. And Jefferson will get above .500 and will advance to an overall record of 9-8. So that'll do it here on TJK Network. The JV game will be on TJK Network too. My name is Todd Kazazak. We hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.